Oh.
So many good ones.
Oh.
They're so chocolatey.
What's up, guys? It's Kat and Dev from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe. But it's actually two recipes because
The monthly challenge.
yay! What's this month's theme?
It's February, so obviously chocolate.
Yes, you have to have chocolate.
Valentine's Day.
Love.
One day rules this entire month. Because yeah, chocolate. Chocolate is love.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, all food is love, but I
But
guess if we're
chocolate?
talking about dessert,
Chocolate.
no, actually gingerbread is. But whatever. We'll talk about chocolate for once.
Gingerbread over like a good double chocolate cake from Fresh. Oh, it's so good.
I don't know.
So good.
Okay, Kat, what did you make?
I made double chocolate cookies because 2020 is the year of cookies.
Yeah! And I made Oreo truffle balls because 2020 is the year of balls.
I hate that you call them truffle balls. Like, you can stop. You just really wanted balls to be in the name.
Oreo truffles. Okay. As usual with our challenge videos, there'll be a card in the corner for you to vote which chocolate recipe you like first.
Devin won't forget this time.
I won't forget to put it up there. But before we get into the recipes, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future vegan recipes every Sunday and whatever Wednesdays, every other Wednesday, where we do lots of fun stuff like microwave cookies.
Burn our mouths.
Yeah!
And hands.
Okay, let's go make these recipes.
Yeah. To make your double chocolate chunk cookies, we're first going to start off by preheating our oven to 370 degrees Fahrenheit. Next up, we're going to combine some flax meal with some water to make flax eggs and just set that aside to thicken. Then we're going to mix all of our dry ingredients together. So we're going to combine some all-purpose flour with some cacao powder, baking soda, and baking powder. And then we're just going to give that a mix. Then we're going to add in just a little bit of salt and just mix that all together so that it's all combined. And we're going to set that aside. To a stand mixer, we're going to add in some vegan butter along with both of our sugars, white sugar and brown sugar. Then we're going to beat that until it's nice and light and fluffy. This is going to take about 5 or so minutes on about a medium speed, but watch it carefully because you don't want to overbeat it. Next up, on a low speed, we're going to add in our flax eggs, just pouring it in slowly. Then we're going to add in a little bit of vanilla extract and beat that until it's just combined. Now we're going to slowly beat in the dry ingredients until it's almost all combined. We still want a little bit of flour showing because then we are going to add in our chopped chocolate and beat it again. This way, if we underbeat it the first time, we don't overbeat it afterwards. Okay, so once we've added in the chopped chocolate, you're just going to mix that all together until it's just combined and there's no more flour showing. Next up, before we bake the cookies, we're actually going to turn off our oven and reset the oven to 350. Next up, we're going to use our 2 tablespoon cookie scoop and scoop the cookie dough onto a lined baking sheet, about 6 cookies per baking sheet. They're going to spread a lot, so you don't want them to be too close together. Then with some remaining chocolate chunks, you're just going to shove them into the top of the cookie so that you get a lot of chocolate in this cookie. Then we're going to bake that in our preheated oven for about 12 to 14 minutes or until they are nice and crispy-ish looking. I want to say golden, but they're chocolate, so you can't tell. You're just gonna have to trust. You're going to remove them from the oven once they are finished cooking, and we're gonna let them rest on the baking sheet. We're gonna sprinkle them with some salt on there right out of the oven so that the salt can like embed itself in the chocolate. And once it's cooled on the hot baking sheet for about 5 to 10 minutes, you're just gonna transfer it to a wire rack to cool the remaining amount of time.
To make my Oreo truffle balls, you're going to start by adding a bunch of double stuffed Oreos to a food processor and blending them until you get a cookie crumb. Then add those to a bowl and combine them with some softened vegan cream cheese. The softer the cream cheese is, the easier it'll be to combine them. Once that's all combined, you're going to roll them into small balls and add them to a parchment-lined tray. Then you're going to place those in the freezer for at least 15 minutes. Next, you're gonna melt down some dark chocolate in a double boiler over the stove. Once that's all melted down, you can take your balls out of the freezer and then you're gonna dip them in the dark chocolate and then add them back onto the tray. I used a toothpick to dip them to try to get them to look as smooth as possible. It's a process, but you know, they can look rustic. And then you're gonna wanna sprinkle on those sprinkles before the chocolate hardens. Now, I left some without any sprinkles on them because later on I melted down some white chocolate and I drizzled that on top once the dark chocolate had hardened for at least 10 minutes in the freezer. Once they're all made, you should store them in the freezer or in the fridge if you're gonna eat them soon. You just want them to stay hard so that they have that truffle consistency.
We made the recipes.
Okay, it's a lot of chocolate to
It is a
handle,
lot of chocolate.
honestly.
Yours are so intense.
Mine are very intense balls.
They're very much you, though.
Because I'm intense. Because they have sprinkles.
And Oreos.
Wait, where's my friend?
Devin made a friend.
This is my brand.
That's Devin's date for Valentine's Day. Okay, so we're gonna try them? Which do you want to try first?
I think we should try the cookie first, because if we start with mine, it's just gonna like...
Too much chocolate already.
And we won't make it through.
Look at these. The perfect cookies.
You can like tell how gooey they are just by the chocolate. Oh man. Oh.
The secret to like a good like anything you're putting like chocolate chunks in, you can eat while I talk. It's okay. Anything you're like putting chocolate chunks in, put chocolate chunks in the batter, but then before you bake it, put more chocolate on top.
Oh, you ready for this?
Oh, that was so perfect. I wish that was on camera. I mean, it was on camera, but wrong camera.
Oh.
So many good ones.
Oh.
They're so chocolatey. A good double chocolate chunk cookie should make your hands dirty. Which one are you having? Sprinkles or white chocolate?
I'm gonna have sprinkles.
I didn't know if you were gonna grab a different one. I want to try one with white chocolate.
Okay.
I've taken a bite of this already. They're intense.
They are rich. Honestly.
Because you picked like, there's like no lighter ingredient here.
No, man.
Oreos are rich. Cream cheese is rich. Dark chocolate is rich.
I'll pull the whole half in my mouth. It's a lot, but honestly, I don't even think I could have 2 balls.
I don't even know if I can finish the one, if I'm being honest, right now.
Right?
It could be because I've also been eating chocolate chunk cookies. But, like, it's really intense. They're good. They're really good. But they're super intense.
It would be like if you got a fancy box of chocolates, you don't just sit there eating all of it. Well,
I was gonna say.
maybe you do.
You definitely do. But there's difference, because, like, sometimes the ones in chocolate boxes, there's, like, a lighter inside of some kind.
Some of them, yeah.
They're most of the time is like, Oreo paste.
Look, I don't know what you want from me, okay?
They're delicious.
I couldn't put buffalo sauce in this recipe, so I had to default
Could've.
to Oreos.
Remember we talked about this, spicy chocolate.
I don't want to lose.
I don't know. I think it could be good. I'll try buffalo chocolate.
Say, I don't know. I think you're going to lose anyway.
I'm going to try a buffalo chocolate cookie and see what happens.
Okay, so as usual, in the comments, tell us which recipe you are voting for. It's usually like, which one would you make first? Because they're both great. You should make both of them.
Yeah.
But, and honestly, I don't know who the winner is here. I think it's you guys, because you get...
I think I'm the winner.
I think I'm the winner because
almost always I'm pretty confident Devin's gonna win. But I really like my cookie recipe.
I really like her cookie recipe too.
I like the truffles, they're just really intense.
Yeah, like me. Anyways, let us know which one.
Like me. Small and intense.
This is too much chocolate. So comment below, vote in the card. And is there anything else we should talk about in the comments? Because like chocolate, Valentine's Day.
Are you a white chocolate person or a dark chocolate person? All of the above?
Or do you not like chocolate?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sorry, that was an overreaction, I feel like. Okay. Devin, are you milk, dark, or white? Chocolate.
I want to say... I want to say milk chocolate, but I eat more dark chocolate because it's more easily accessible as a
for
vegan. What about you?
Dark chocolate. Almost always. I'm not a fan of milk chocolate, if I'm being honest. It's dark chocolate or white chocolate. It's like pure sugar or intense chocolate. Not in between.
Right, we already know that about it. Okay. No, it checks out.
Yeah, milk chocolate isn't my favorite thing.
As usual, the recipes will be linked in the description box below. There's also a link to our podcast. It's called Camera Eats First.
I was so confused for a second. I forgot that's what it was called. Okay.
You can listen to it on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Actually, lots of other platforms as well. We talk about things like veganism, how we make our recipes. We discuss trending news topics in the vegan world, so check it out.
You can even get a t-shirt that says or a t-shirt or a sweater that says Camera Eats First.
That's right, because we also have merch linked below.
Yeah, and that's our brand.
And finally, in the description box is a link to our Patreon. And our patrons are people who help advise us on what recipes we should make or what cookbooks we should review. If you're a TMG mukbanger, you get once a month, you get some of this weirdness, a mukbang of it. And if you're an early bird, you got these recipes yesterday, so you could be eating them right now while we're having this weird
One of the things
experience
that I really wanted to do with that early bird recipe access is that you could get the ingredients you need and literally make it with us or like immediately after the recipe comes out so that you could like have it right away and not watch a video and be like, I want that, but I don't have the ingredients for it.
And then you could vote properly too.
Exactly.
If you're not able to support us on Patreon, that's okay. We totally get it. But give it a thumbs up, share the video, tag us, and make the recipes. All of that helps our channel grow. I think that should be it for us because we are having too much chocolate.
This is why
need to lie down.
This is like, I love baking, but this is also why I don't bake for the channel that often, is because this happens. Like, I'm glad we're not doing another video today because it would be a mess.
Maybe people like this.
Do you like this?
No, please no.
Don't. That's Devin's problem, is when I say I'm going to add something to a recipe, she's like, I need to feel it, I need to see it, it needs to be everything.
I need to hear it!
It can't be like the hint of it. Truffles implies that they're little balls.
Is truffle French for balls?
Just see small balls.
Small balls, okay.
The size you desire. Whatever size balls you like. We're going to first start off by preheating our oven to 300. Oh, wait. Yes, no. I am right. That's what I did.
I need to start from the beginning.